So we're gonna, on that note, move on to some reflections from the presenting teacher. You can share whatever you would like, and you don't have to answer all the questions that were posed that you might have answers to.
Okay. First, I want to give you some context on who this student is. So this was a 7th grade student. They did have an understanding of variable, but we hadn't done problems with like that average type as much using the variable. So this student is really intelligent, but she really struggled, it's a female, on putting her knowledge into writing on assessments. And so the reason you see this being so formal with math in the stop is because this was an MCAS, which is like our official test, an open response. And every time we do an open response, we practice it on here so the kids are used to the format. And I had selected this work because, one, I was really proud of her because she had done so well, and it was kind of like a confidence boost because normally she doesn't do so well. And I also did feel like it was an exemplar for the rest of the class to see. You are probably seeing her second draft of her work. She was a really hard worker, so she probably did this somewhere else and then wrote it up like this. And we gave them strategies that you guys picked up on with like the show or explain and to use the sentence of the question in your answer. Those were strategies that we gave them to work with to help them making sure their answer is clear. And similar up here, these are all procedural methods. So the number line is something we gave them as a strategy. We call this the scoreboard as a strategy. So it's different ways to determine the sum or the subtraction of two integers. Really interesting conversation, and just a few things that stood out to me. This last one, I've been reading it over and over more and more, and I think Cameron, you said that her answer has to be 2, and like that is confusing. Like it's just that you thought, I think she would be more cautious potentially, because the answer should be the answer to the problem, and that there is no word mean or average. And I do wonder if I asked her to explain it to somebody, if she'd be able to. I'm not sure. But I do think she gets it in her head, like you said. And then that last piece you guys just brought up about dropping the degree sign, I think she may have started to get confused and be like, I'm just going to not put it, that way I know. And the one other thing that I thought really resonated with what you guys said is, like, the multiple methods, what she do, they don't connect, you're right. Like, it's not like a sequential thing where she's like, this is, so the 11 minus 15 does lead to the 11 plus negative 15, but otherwise nothing else helps you get to the next one. So it was this process of like, let me just cover all my bases and show everything. And I wonder why she did that, because one would be sufficient, but maybe I drilled it too much. Yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to share with you guys this? Those are the things that really stood out to me.
You can keep contributing, you don't have to stay silent
Yeah,
anymore.
I'll keep talking now as things come up, but yeah, thank you.